when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18,
Here's Ward to throw right away. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run. It's Brashad Smith. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. Put me out.
2nd down and 8. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw is Ward. That's to a man who's used to catching passes in the green and gold, Devontae Adams. And head out of bounds inside 10 to 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Top low 18. Hot 70. Hot 70. Go.
Throwing is Ward. The quick slant call. Touchdown, Saints. Puka Nacua from 8 yards out. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Packers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
First down pass.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
19-18. Dragons 18. Pioneer. 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21.
A gain of 12.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
18 cop, 18, 7 fire, 19 tight, 19 tight. Riggs.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with a touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. To throw, here's Ward. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Ward. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Ward. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no, they'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. 2nd and 10. Here's Ward. A quick hitter complete. It's Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, what a move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It leads to second.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This ball caught by Strange. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44.
17 yards.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
First down.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
And the Packers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Packers.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, but keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
19
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop this. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, it may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
We'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact right on time there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A gain of a yard. And
they'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll look to throw. He'll try to do it himself, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terry McLaurin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Saints Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 35-yard line.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go.
To throw is Ward. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
For Jamar Chase, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing now, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And the Saints are going to be set up in a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
60 Bobcat, 60, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Ward again. Quick slant caught by Chase. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely and pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Riggs, Cougar 19, hey smash. 18, Buffalo 18.
Now Ward, 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Packers.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And brought down, and not before they're inside the 25. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on.
Now Ward. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the line. 23 yards on the play. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Cougar 19.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Puka Nacua, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 14. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And the Packers first down. A gain of 14.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
That's good for a Packers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll just get rid of it.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Ward. Pass complete there to McCool. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ward to throw once more. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mason Graham. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And that's out quickly to Chase. There he goes again. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago, as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
To throw, here's Ward. To the right side and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Ready.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was up. But he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus. The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta stay with it.
That's true. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
6-yard line.
Bronco 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Ward. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Puka Nacua with now 3 week-long touchdowns. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
But they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing now, Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw is Ward. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not going to know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Arian Smith, 32 yards. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Tyler Loop set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's got his man on the comebacker. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and goal, Green Bay.
70 Timberwolves. Mustang 18, 1060, 750, 7.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. Now they get way back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Packers 20. Tyler Luke sets to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. Let's sing it, Tom.
Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. They'll try and do that. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And the Saints. First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Ward.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
19,
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Saints, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.